balik deru dan kecepatan teknologi mobil balap Formula E, tersimpan inovasi yang didesain tidak hanya untuk memenangkan lomba, tetapi untuk menciptakan masa depan yang cerdas, bersih, dan efisien. Inilah semangat Engineer to Outrun yang mencerminkan komitmen dari ABB Indonesia untuk menghadirkan solusi elektrifikasi dan otomasi yang memberikan pelaku industri kecepatan dalam teknologi, efisiensi optimal, dan keberlanjutan. Teknologi dari ABB membantu pelaku industri untuk lebih cepat dan unggul di tengah tantangan global. Dalam rangkaian acara ABB VIP Dinner yang diadakan di Hotel Mandarin Oriental Jakarta sehari sebelum berlangsungnya ABB FIA Formula E, para pemimpin industri, akademisi, dan pejabat pemerintah berkumpul bersama untuk membahas masa depan industri nasional yang berkelanjutan. Simak liputan selengkapnya berikut ini, pemirsa.
Sebagai title sponsor ajang Formula E, ABB membawa lebih dari sekedar logo di lintasan. ABB telah mengembangkan sistem pengisian daya ultra cepat, manajemen energi pintar, dan solusi otomasi industri yang kini diadopsi luas di sektor transportasi dan manufaktur global. Berfokus pada kebutuhan mendesak untuk memangkas emisi karbon secara drastis di sektor transportasi. ABB menekankan pentingnya menghadapi realitas lingkungan secara langsung dan merumuskan langkah konkret menuju perubahan yang berarti. Dalam sambutan di acara ABB VIP Business Dinner, Engineer to Outrun, Wakil Menteri Perdagangan RI, Diah Roro Esti sepakat bahwa kolaborasi lintas sektor penting untuk mewujudkan industri hijau dan berdaya saing global.
Generally, and of course, when we speak of the decarbonization of our economy, we're also thinking about how we can not only decrease our greenhouse gas emissions within the energy sector, but also our transportation sector. And I think, electric vehicles generally paves the way for that kind of solution that is needed for our economy. And the energy transition is also part of Indonesia's trade strategy as well. We are committed to creating an ecosystem that supports clean energy innovation by facilitating green investments and electric mobility in Indonesia. And as part of this, we have policies such as, for example, the Renewable Energy Certificate, REC, and the launch of the IDX Carbon, the Indonesia Carbon Exchange in 2023. And we have provided adequate market incentives for industry players who are really just committed to renewable energy and carbon emission reduction generally.
ABB VIP Business Dinner Engineer to Run juga menggelar diskusi panel yang menyoroti sektor transportasi yang tidak hanya menjadi tulang punggung aktivitas ekonomi dan sosial, tetapi juga sebagai salah satu sektor penyumbang emisi karbon terbesar secara global. Oleh karena itu, transformasi sektor ini menjadi kunci dalam mewujudkan masa depan yang lebih hijau dan tangguh.
Here I did some research because I'm a specialist in climate, and so the Swiss policy, we want to achieve net zero in 2050, and we will go through mainly subsidies or fiscal incentives. And what is interesting is the areas where Switzerland is focusing currently is buildings, industry, and mobility.
In prevention of the problem, it means we need to avoid, of course, greenhouse gas emissions. The one thing that I mentioned before, it's ultimately phasing out coal. That remains the most important thing with the highest scientific certainty. So it has to go zero emissions from the power sector by 2050. And so all the policies that support this, not just in the power sector, but like the grid system, but also in the mining sector, for example, the nickel mining, where in processing there is off-grid coal-fired power plants. We also need to have new technologies and therefore policies to encourage that.
I think we're looking at some opportunity there. If all of the electric motors that are in operation around the world were changed to high efficiency equipment that's available today, we would reduce the global energy demand by about 10%. Phenomenal. If you attached a variable speed drive to those things, you could add another 20% or something like that. So, we're in the business of supplying technology to industry and infrastructure, and supplying the most energy efficient products we can are going to just help with this mission that we're all on here.
ABB telah menunjukkan komitmen dan kontribusinya untuk mendorong tercapainya target pengurangan emisi karbon Indonesia hingga 43% dengan dukungan internasional sebelum tahun 2030. Teknologi fast charging, sensor, hingga automation system yang digunakan di Formula E kini diadaptasi untuk industri dalam negeri mulai dari industri manufaktur, pelabuhan, hingga energi terbarukan. Saya akan mengajak Anda untuk mengulasnya lebih jauh bersama pimpinan ABB di Indonesia.
You're watching CNBC Indonesia as the global push for sustainable development intensifies. Industries and cities are racing to embrace innovation, not just to drive economic growth, but also for a smarter and greener future. In Indonesia, this momentum is increasingly evident from the rise of electric mobility to digital transformations of industrial process. This time, we'll explore how ABB is helping shape Indonesia's future of sustainability in mobility and industry, especially in the context of ABB's involvement in Jakarta's Formula E event. Joining us today exclusively, President, Director, and Country Holding Officers of ABB Indonesia, Gerard Chan. How are you, Gerard? Gerard, thank you so much for joining us in CNBC Indonesia. What was the primary objective of this dinner, ABB VIP Business Dinner, in conjunction with Formula E Jakarta tomorrow?
So as we discussed before, right, ABB Indonesia is deeply aligned with the national vision for a greater, greener economy and also with the innovation. As you know, Indonesia has Industry 4.0 that wants to push industrialization, and we want to push electrification, automation, and digitalization in that space as well.
How is ABB Indonesia aligning its innovation strategy with the country's national agenda for sustainable mobility in industrial decarbonization?
So Formula E is a live demonstration of what's possible between cutting-edge technology and sustainable ambition, right? So we will leverage the learnings, leverage the technical innovation in this event to accelerate public and private partnerships, and we will inform public discussions, build the trust for EV infrastructure, use the platform to pilot and refine our fast charging solutions and adapt it to the broader use and commercial use and consumer use. So that can be used across all for deployment for public transport, for commercial fleets, urban mobility, EV cars and things like that.
So Formula E, as we know, is a high-profile event where ABB plays a major role in charging infrastructure. How do you translate this into practical, scalable solutions for Indonesia's wider transportation ecosystem?
It's an example, and it's a platform to kick off, and show what innovation can do for electric vehicles.
So what have been the key lessons for ABB's participation in Formula E Jakarta, and how are this influencing your investment and partnership strategies in local EV ecosystem?
So Formula E has highlighted the importance of speed, the reliability and the interoperability of EV infrastructure. It's also underscored the need for ecosystem collaboration, from utilities to the regulators to the OEMs. These insights are guiding our investments, right? Where we should invest in scalable charging systems and digital platforms for energy optimization. So we are also prioritizing with partnerships with local startups and also local organizations and universities and technical colleges to develop then tailor these solutions for Indonesia.
What are the specific contribution is ABB making to help local industries achieving their environmental, social, and governance goals, particularly around emission reduction and also energy efficiency?
So we have end-to-end solutions that help industries monitor, manage, and reduce environmental footprint. We have energy-efficient motors, we have energy-efficient drives, smart building technologies, digital energy management platforms that enable measurable reductions in emissions and operational costs. So we also provide then advisory or consulting services to help these companies to align with their ESG goals.
Talent and human capital are very crucial to support the technology that ABB has, and it also key for sustaining innovation, as we all know. So how is ABB supporting skills development and knowledge transfer in Indonesia?
So we are committed, right, to nurturing the local talent. So we have many partnerships with universities, with vocational training programs. We go into the universities, we train the people up, we talk to them. We provide sometimes we provide a little funding and provide some skills upgrade. And then we have knowledge sharing initiatives and that focuses on our automation, on electrification and digital skills. So we facilitate all of this with our global knowledge that we have and transfer that to hopefully Indonesian engineers and scholars. And we have international projects that we will try and involve them as well.
And lastly, if Jakarta aims to position itself as a regional hub for sustainable mobility, what, in your view, are the top 3 priorities ABB would focus on to support that vision?
I think the top three for us would be integrated EV infrastructure. We need that infrastructure, deploying it citywide network, which fast, smart chargers that are supported by renewable energy and grid integration. That's number one. The second one is digital mobility platforms, so leveraging AI and Internet of Things to optimize traffic flow, energy use, and all different types of transport. Public-private innovation hubs, that's another area. We want to establish collaborative spaces where government, industry, academics can co-create solutions, pilot the projects, and also scale innovations.
Well, thank you so much for that, Jared. Best of luck. Again, thank you for your valuable insights and ABB's commitment for sustainable innovation on the track and beyond.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank you.
ABB semakin menegaskan perannya sebagai penggerak teknologi di balik transisi energi, elektrifikasi, dan otomasi industri, menghubungkan kecepatan inovasi dan keberlanjutan jangka panjang. Di balik kecepatan di garis lintasan, ABB menghadirkan transformasi industri masa depan yang lebih cerdas, efisien, dan ramah lingkungan. Inovasi berlanjut dan ABB ada di garis depan. Dari Jakarta, Safrina Nasution dan Syarifuddin melaporkan CNBC Indonesia Beyond Business.
Profit akan kembali usai jeda dengan informasi menarik lainnya, salah satunya artificial intelligence kini menjadi motor transformasi sektor kesehatan Indonesia. Menurut Chief Digital Transformation